Hello, and welcome to my beautiful bowling alley. Now, even though this bowling alley is gorgeous and everyone is pretty much very jealous of it, I am sad to admit that I myself am not the greatest of bowlers. It's tough for me to admit this, as this is a huge point of contention between me and my own ego. But a few months ago, I directed an entire bowling-themed music video for James Merritt. Will and he is also in that. I won't go too deep into the story, but what you should know is that the music video is about two people who are very good at bowling. And like, part of the joke was that pretty much every time they're throwing the ball, almost every time, it's a strike. So we had to get a lot of shots of just B-roll shots of strikes happening. I, in my hubris, was like, yeah, let's just schedule about an hour and 30 for this. I'm incredible at bowling. I'm gonna get so many shots of myself bowling. What followed was really humiliating. Just again and again and again, I'm throwing another ball and it's not a strike. There were about 30 people standing their hands in their pockets, just waiting for this dumb ball right here to get like 20 strikes or so. And I didn't. I had to come another day and then spend another like 5 hours trying to do that thing. I can't let this horrible situation happen to me ever again. I have to get better. But here's the problem. Real bowling is expensive. My local alley charges about $10 a game. If, let's say, for example, I want to bowl for like 20 hours, that would make me cry. So instead, I devised a plan. I will have my own bowling alley at home, here with the Wii Sports. Part 1, get all the necessary equipment. I've already done that. Check this shit out. This is like a 3D printed testicle thing. This right here is a Wii bowling thing. Part 2, talk to an expert, aka Eddy Burback. He did a Wii bowling video. And he just generally looks like a guy who bowls a lot. That's complimentary. He just looks like, you just have a nice evening bowling with him.
Are you trying to better your Wii bowling score, or are you just trying to do Wii bowling enough so it's like in your bones? Trying to perfect a Wii bowling game will probably give you muscle memory that might not help your bowling.
Well, I got something for the muscle memory of it all. I'm gonna show you.
Okay. Oh, do you have one of the bowling balls? I'm actually very excited. What if he just left and just left me sitting here for a long time?
Look at this. Check this out.
I've never seen one in the flesh. Okay, so you're getting the muscle memory no matter what you do.
Do you have like any health advice?
If you want to be better at bowling, you should start drinking more beer, for sure. And I know you're thinking health advice may be a way to preserve your body, but I think you have to destroy your body a little bit to be good at bowling. I think the outfit's important. I think you need to get a bowling shirt. They're the best. Oh, you got one right now. Perfect.
Do you think this could actually work, or do you think that this is dumb? Is my question.
Huh. Can I? They're not. It could be both. First off, I think what I did in the past and what you're doing right now, I think I don't think it's something that I would tell anyone that they should spend their time on. I think Wii bowling is close enough in motion, and just being around bowling and thinking about bowling, I do think leaning into that will make you better at bowling.
After talking to Eddy, I was filled with confidence, but also fear. Because he said I gotta drink a lot of beer, and I don't like beer, but I gotta do it. Part 3, check out I need to test what my baseline is. So to see if Wii bowling can actually make me good at bowling, I had to then go into a real bowling alley. Here I am. Let's see what I'm saying. So this is what's gonna happen. I'm about to bowl just now. I'll be doing 2 games, one under the name Pinely, the other under the name Evil Pinely. And yeah, we'll take the average of that to just see what my baseline is before I jump right into it. Wow, that's so interesting.
spin. Yes! There we go. Best bowler in the world. Best bowler 2025 report. I just got it. Why is Evil finally so bad at bowling? There's such a big difference.
I actually was horrible as Evil Pinely. The name was a bad omen. I got like 50 at the end of that game. Here's the score. I don't remember what it was exactly. It was, I think, maybe my worst bowling game as an adult. My game as normal Pinely was hilariously way closer to just my normal baseline. I ended up with this score right here, 90 something. I guess that will be the score to beat. 90 to 100 is about how much I usually get in a game. Closer to around 90. My best score ever is 134. To make this video interesting, let's try and beat like somewhere in the middle, like 120. If I manage to do that, I feel like I can say that Wii Bowling has made me good at bowling. Part 4, do 4 sessions, each one being around 3 hours or so, using all the tips that I got from the expert. And then at the end of this, I'll go to a bowling alley again and test and see if this has moved my baseline up. Did it? I don't know. I'm before doing the thing right now. I love a beer. To simulate the bowling alley experience, we're gonna have pop music playing all the time. It's all copyright free, so this is Fahrenheit by I'm In. Baby, I just sick of all this empty conversation. Even though I may have played Wii Bowling millions of times as a boy, I was kind of thrown off balance. Literally, look at how many times I f***ed up. Whew. What am I doing wrong? I spilled beer on myself. Help! This is where I ended up in my first 2 games. This is our starting point. I felt pretty good, like in the sense that it should be easy to get better than that, or so I thought. On game 3, I already had a better grasp of how to hold balls. No, currently it's doing the opposite. He's raising his hand and I have it backwards. Which was lucky for the Miis standing behind me, who now get to live another day. Even though this was game 3, you might be disappointed to find out that I was still on beer 1. This weak boy has no business being anywhere near the brutal world of bowling, Wii or otherwise. You know what I like? I like a pina colada. And, you know, all that stuff in the rain. Beer to bowlers is kind of like what spinach is to Popeye. And yeah, guess what? This game, I actually got worse. What? Beer 1 was on its way to being done, thank f***. It was finally time for a refill, or as we like to call it, a re-beer. Let's see what's the customer service like in this bowling alley. Can I have beer? Can I have popcorn? With butter flavoring, please. Hopefully the people working at the alley will show up soon. In the meantime, I just went back at it. Ooh, smooth as bowling. At this point, I realized that we gotta do something here. I should probably set some concrete goals here. Ways for me to know that I have significantly improved at Wii Bowling, and thus will eventually improve at real life bowling. I decided I'm not trying to go for like a perfect game. Nobody's nerfect. I vaguely remembered from Eddy's video, to get a perfect game, you gotta do very specific motion again and again and again. That isn't really what you would do for real bowling. And since this is supposed to be a simulation of what real bowling is like, I gotta sort of try and tackle this differently. So I just set it as 200. My main goal is passing 200, which might seem feasible at this point. That just you wait. Now, worryingly enough, even though we were only 45 minutes in of what was supposed to be a way longer endeavor than that. Oh, God. On game 5, my hand and fingers were already beginning to hurt. My fingers are already sore from this fake bowling ball. But let's listen to In Pursuit. I'm no doctor, but I suspect it has something to do with, like, look at how sharp the hole is. This design thing is not that much of a problem usually, you know, if you're doing like 1, 2, 3 games. But I think I did like 60 or 70, maybe 1,000. Do you have a beer opener? I'm already pretty tired. One problem that I remember from the day we shot the music video, and Owen, who's editing this, can testify, everyone got really tired really fast. All the extras that were bowling were like complaining that the entire like half side of their body is sore and all that.
Hello, it's Owen here to testify. Everything that he said is true, and the right side of my body was aching for about 3 days. Equally, I'm hoping to be able to testify in a court of law. If anyone has any legal advice in terms of pursuing this, please leave it in the comments. Thanks.
On beer 2, my mind started to get a little bit clearer, and I thought maybe I should tackle this mentally as well. You know, I'm gonna be in this room for a while. Maybe I should try a form of self-inflicted gaslighting.
Yeah, it's like drinking water. This beer is barely anything. I like this beer because it's smaller than the previous beer, which I didn't like. And it tastes better.
It's tough to say exactly how much, but I must have spent tens, maybe even millions of dollars on beer and popcorn for this video. I gotta keep a better track of my financials. You know what could have helped you with that? Oh my god, that's me from the future when I'm bigger and I'm also smarter. You can tell because of the glasses. I gotta talk to you about Rocket Money. They're sponsoring this video. Listen to me from the past. Rocket Money has a great categorizing and tracking feature, which automatically categorizes transactions from different accounts. You can create your own custom categories for your own specific spendings that you know of. And I know of them as well because of the future thing. Another useful feature that they got is their subscription manager, which automatically tracks your subscriptions and puts them into one place. Like all your active subscriptions to different delivery apps, because you went popcorn crazy. Yeah, I use them to order the popcorn. You can do it in just a few quick taps. It's all there laid out easily for you. Rocket Money is free to download, and you can get a free premium trial when you sign up using my link. So go to rocketmoney.com/Pinely, click the link in the description. Oh my god, I got the glasses now. I'm putting on the glasses now. Does that mean I'm gonna go to the past and this is like a time loop? We're now 1 hour in. This is early enough for sunk cost fallacy to not be as much of a problem as later on. I have a long way to go from here. And you know, the problems are starting to stack up in my head. One, you know, my delicate little fingers were becoming more of an issue.
Dude, my fingers are so cramped.
2, beer. 3, I kept saying daddy a lot.
Ooh, Daddy's here. Come to Daddy or Papa or whatever I am. Daddy's home. Daddy's home, and he's here to get you gifts.
4, I hadn't had any food since the previous day at the time of recording. And even though my body is like on the taller end of things, I could still feel the alcohol affecting me already.
Be here for this unfair night.
Game 9, I think God is starting to make me be good at bowling. Let's order another beer. I think I love beer now.
They got like this technology over here where like the people working here can bring you like beer.
I started looking at like the bowlers next to me in Wii Bowling. These are the regulars. I'm just new around here. Maybe I have a thing or two to learn from them.
This guy right here seems like he knows what he's doing. Oh yeah, he got a spare just now. What about this lady? She was close. She was very close.
Delivery.
I just got a strike, so thank you.
Wow, that's so impressive.
That's $200.
Wow, thank you.
It's $200. Good, but no, actually I'm gonna keep this coin.
I then use my brain to start picking apart the game mechanics of this thing.
This time I was trying to angle it left, and I guess it did go left, but not as much as it would have, I think, in real life. 125. Ref, are you f***ing kidding me?
We're now headed towards the end of session 1 out of, let me remind you, 4. I am grumpy at this point. My grumpiness knows no bounds.
No, what? That's a goal.
I didn't like the beer. I didn't like the beer empty stomach combo. It's just bad. We're on game 13 or 14 at this point. Who's to say? The copyright-free-ish song In Pursuit plays for, I think, the 100th time that day.
I'm looking at the beer right here, like I'm looking at Green Goblin's mask.
What am I in pursuit of? You know? Am I actually headed towards a real direction? Am I actually doing something real to get better? Or am I just a clownfish? A clownfish that was put out of water and he needs to get to his clownfish home and he's just flailing around on land, heading nowhere, doing a weird fish face like an idiot. I had to log the back in. I had to either go back into the water, swim to my home, or get like a car that has water in it that's meant for fish. Game 15, last one for the night. I throw one ball. I throw yet another ball.
Oh my god, I love that song Fahrenheit! I love the song Fahrenheit!
Is this going to be my best game ever?
Okay, well this was one of my worst games, I think. This is horrible.
I then go to sleep with nothing but Wii bowling on my mind. I can see all the Miis floating around me. I can see them jumping around because I kept throwing the ball at them. So if we look at this, there was a clear pattern of improving. I started off at 123 and peaked at 188. So very close to my end goal. After that, I maintained that with a similar 182 on game 9. And then something happened to me that actually always happens to me when I do a competitive sport. I get good at it, via repetition like a normal guy. Then my brain is aware of the fact that I am doing better. And then I celebrate. I'm like, yippee, daddy's home. That leads me to get in my head and be more aware of what I'm doing. And therefore, I am less in tune with my body. And I fail horribly and miserably. This happens to me in basketball, table tennis, but more than anything, it happens to me with bowling.
Hello, welcome to day 2, session 2. Got the angel and the devil.
If you're watching this and you're Homer Simpson, you might be like, beer at 10 a.m. Sounds like paradise to me.
Yesterday, I was just bowling away, and there's a limit to like how good you can really get by doing just that,
Okay, so now's probably a good time to reveal that there was one bit in Eddy's advice that I did try to conceal up until this point.
There was a tutorial video I found of a Wii bowling master who describes exactly the way that you need to move with the controller, and it's the greatest advice, not just in Wii bowling. It's the greatest advice I've ever been given in my whole life.
Now, the reason I didn't address that video is that while Daltsy's video is a great tutorial on how to get a strike in Wii Sports bowling every time, the problem kind of lies in the fact that what he shows to do here, it's hyper-specific to Wii bowling, but then I had a plan. What if I studied Daltsy's video, and I also watched 2 YouTube shorts about how to be good at real bowling, and using my unbelievable brain, I will try and combine all of the methods. Maybe I will not get a strike every single time in Wii bowling, but maybe I will be better at the end of doing that.
45-degree angle, not 90. 45-degree angle.
Keep your elbow on the inside and you're only moving the hand. You want to be in a stable, balanced position.
Very important that your arm is out. Your arm has got to be out. Not this. Not this. Trust me, it has to be like that.
Shouldn't have trusted it.
Slide your fingers into the holes and pull your arm back, stepping forward while keeping one foot in front of the other. Aim towards the right pocket in between the front pin and the one next to it. This will cause the middle pin to bounce onto the side pins.
Not that 45 degrees. You want to go that way, to the left. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Session 2 started off in a bit of a bad vibe. I was trying to get back into a good vibe by, buying a beer that's like flavored. The game didn't go horribly, but it was clear I wasn't getting the results I thought I would. At least not instantly. I was also frustrated about the green screen.
Biggest challenge in this is figuring out how to make the green screen not look like dick and balls.
I was frustrated with the conditions of this rundown bowling alley I was stuck in.
That's what happens when I try to actually swing my arm back. There's no room to move in here. This isn't a real bowling alley.
I was honestly a bit unsure of what to do. I thought that my plan of watching a Wii bowling tutorial video and a real bowling tutorial video would be a smash hit. I would watch it and then somehow combine the 2 concepts in my head. It was foolproof, but actually it was full of fools. Me, just one fool. It just got in my head even more. I just kept trying to figure out, is this movement that I'm doing right now, is that applicable to bowling? Should I do a thing with my knee? Don't they do a little thing with their knee every now and again? The real bowlers, the good ones. So I watched the video again. I'm like, will this make me better, watching the same video one more time?
I'm not getting better.
I do well, I flaunt again.
Okay, Give me a little dance now.
And then I'm bad again, which, I mean, to be fair, is what I do in real bowling. So maybe if I manage to overcome that part of my brain, if I manage to just shut that bastard off, I'm honestly kind of certain that that would make me good at real bowling.
Oh my f***ing god, you piece of shit.
After game 7 of this session, or game 22 in total, I return yet again to that video. And this time, I get to 178.
I'm getting back to the where I was when I was good.
Now you might be like, why is the video helping this time? And like before it didn't really help as much. This is because of another bad thing I do often, where like I watch a tutorial of a thing and I only watch like just the 10 seconds of it I think are relevant. For some reason, I'm wired to prefer to just do the same thing wrong for 20 hours than to sit down and watch like a 10-minute thing of a guy explaining to me what to do.
It's just angle it.
Angle it. I didn't even watch that bit in the video.
It's not intentional, but I'm just like, oh, let's just get with it. That's it. After 3 games, believe it or not, what I thought I had learned...
Stand in front of it. Move it a little bit to the side. And watch them fall, baby!
has actually sort of slipped through my fingers once more. I kind of just forgot the motion.
Oh my god. Is this my worst game?
Game 26 in total, or 11 of this session, was now my new personal best attempt at doing horribly. I got 108. What am I even doing? What are we talking about over here? What is this guy? Look at this guy. What is he doing? So believe it or not, at this point, I finally did watch the video. Like all of the bit that was actually relevant to this, I actually watched it for real this time. And you know, I believe that this time I might be getting better. My favorite song, In Pursuit, is playing once more.
I love this song. It's called In Pursuit by Key point number 1. I gotta aim not to the middle like I've been doing so far like a goddamn idiot, but a tad on the right. A tad on the right. He says the exact spot in the video.
Cut in half the third triangle with the red line.
Tad on the right line, on the middle of that thing, on the tad on the right. Oh, the me needs to be a lefty.
Put your character to lefty.
Not play with the left arm, but the me needs to hold the bowling ball on the left arm. Point number 3, I gotta drink more beer. And point number 4, I don't remember which point I'm at, but I gotta do something about, I feel so lonely in here. Ooh, okay.
I feel something different today. Maybe there's a gas leak, or maybe, just maybe, I am good at bowling. This was my worst one yet.
I couldn't figure out how to make my me left-handed. I really couldn't figure it out.
98. I dipped below 100 for the first time. This very repetitive motion that I was doing non-stop, and the repetitive songs, and the repetitive everything, were starting to get to me.
If I have to listen to this song again.
The strikes were becoming a pretty rare occasion. Look at how many 9s I'm just getting in this one game. After 30-something games, I was not feeling great. And you know, I was like sitting there thinking like, you know, obviously all of this in the grand scheme of things, and you know what, even in the smallest of schemes of things, this is all dumb. This is all my decision to do. But I really wanted to just get better at this already. I wanted to just like be an old TV and just hit me in the head until I get better at this thing, until I tune back into where I'm supposed to be. The frustration was more than anything just self-inflicted, you know? Improve already, you idiot. Let's relax for a second. This obviously isn't helping. Maybe, just maybe, I should try and do this without some of the obstacles I've set up for myself.
I've paused the copyright-free music for a little bit just so I can feel a bit better.
Whenever I do these sort of videos, I keep setting up these obstacles myself because I'm like, this will be entertaining for video. But then I'm like, but I gotta like live through that. And no one's expecting me to like listen to the song In Pursuit 100,000 times for the video. That's not in the title. This isn't clickbait if I remove that from this video. Game 7, 33 in total. God, I hope I get better.
Ooh, okay. I keep getting these goddamn 9s. Ooh. It's my personal best. Pretty much immediately, it seemed like deciding to not make myself suffer for no reason led to some good results. I was feeling better.
What followed after that was a similar-ish thing to what has happened in the past. I have 2 good games, and then I dip. That said, the high point here was higher than before, and the dip post that moment wasn't as bad as before. It took about 40 games, but I call this progress on some level. I was feeling pretty decent mentally. Physically, I was kind of tired.
Oh, my hand hurts so much. 155th. 155th. The f am I saying?
My hand was getting quite sore, and you know, I was in a mood of treating myself a bit nicer, so I took a bit of a standing break.
I shouldn't do that then. It's not good.
Game 15 of this session proves once again that rest is perhaps a good thing for the human body. After chilling out for a bit, well, you can have a look at what I did.
Oh my god. Oh, I think this might be my best game. I think this might be my best game. I think this might be my best game. Did I go over 200? Is this my best game? Oh, so close. But this is my best game. Almost 200.
My pizza was finally here, thank God. I ordered this pizza for 2 reasons. First reason was to eat it, which is the main reason to eat any pizza. Reason 2, I had a plan. What if this woman that works at this bowling alley will bring the pizza here, and then I give her a slice, and then it turns into a pizza party, and I get to talk to like a person.
Oh, you've been working so hard these last few days at the bowling alley. I'm surprised you're not wearing your bowling alley uniform.
We switched uniforms
today.
today.
You said.
Yeah, the company's doing a rebrand.
Bowling is about me resting my arm.
How many hours in are you now?
About 100,000. All right, just keep going. We'll do a turn. My turn's coming up soon.
How's the gluten-free?
It's whatever. I'm about to play any second now.
How long do I have to do this?
I'm just trying to meet some friends. I've been alone here in this room for ages, and you're an esteemed worker of this bowling establishment. You've won a lot of awards for your service in this world.
Yeah, that's true.
You have an Employee of the Month thing.
I do?
Do people still do that?
You're not joining until you've eaten all your pizza and you've still got 2 slices left.
Nah, I'm joining in a second. Do you want one?
Are you recording audio through your microphone?
Yeah.
Is it not going to be annoying if it's brushing against...
Oh, care. Oh, you're leaving?
Yeah. Bye.
Okay.
Enjoy.
This is gonna be a fun pizza party. This was gonna be a fun time where I go and I have a pizza party and I make a new friend at this bowling alley.
The first game back was kind of whatever, not too bad, not too great. Who cares? I decided I gotta stop beating myself up over this thing. This is a fake game, this is a fake video, all of this is fake. Only thing that's real is Wii bowling. I felt nice that day, maybe I was just kind of like excited to be done. Game 2 though.
Knock it over, knock it over. Yes! This might end up being my best game.
It wasn't my best game, but it was pretty good for me. I ended with 173. Next game after that, ooh, okay, was 190. That's even better. Can I maybe maintain that, please?
I did get a spare.
Game 4 ends at 174.
I'm okay with this score.
Which is, again, still pretty good for me. Lower, sure, but that's not the bad dip we usually get. Let's go into the next one.
Take a goddamn picture of me. 212. Look at this, huh?
I absolutely did it. I went past the pro line on the goddamn skill chart. I'm a pro at this. You're seeing a goddamn pro in front of you today. This felt like all the validation I needed. I felt amazing. Mentally more than physically.
I think my arm is dying.
After that, I didn't really care that much anymore. I did what I was set out to do in the world of Wii bowling. So I thought I'd chill out a little bit, you know, rest my hand here and there. I took the rest of the session pretty easy because I gotta go bowling for real. I was gonna go bowling for real later that day, right after it.
Hey,
Hey.
welcome to the man zone.
You know I don't drink.
I know, just
You just want me to hold it.
yeah, just because it looks
Okay.
cool to hold.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't seen another person in ages. I feel so detached from humanity now. You know,
Does that like
just sitting in
improve
this-
the technique in Wii bowling or?
No, it definitely makes it harder.
Well,
Oh,
first shot.
ooh,
That's
that was
an
nice.
Are you actually drinking beer, by the way?
Yeah, I've been drinking.
It's 11 in the morning. Okay, it's 12 now. It's 12.
yeah,
how early have you been drinking?
I started at like 10, I think. Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do that in real bowling though, because
Yeah, you would. Look at that.
if I threw it like that, it would just like spin into
No,
the
it's
gutter.
the same as real bowling. It has to be the same as real bowling. Otherwise, I've spent the last few days living a lie.
I don't think that's anything like actual bowling technique, where you just went.
Seamus was clearly wrong and delusional about the power of Wii bowling. But that's okay, that didn't matter to me. I was gonna show him, and everyone else for that matter, just how good I got in these last few days. Okay, time to do this. Don't this up. You did well towards the end of this week. Don't screw this, boy. Wii bowling is gonna make you good at bowling. You are Wii bowling. Everything is Wii bowling.
I'm back here in the scene of the crime. Just like with the first time we came here, I'm gonna do 2 games. First one, I guess, will be a bit more about me getting used to like the physics of a real bowling ball. That said, if my first one is really good, I am counting it.
My first few throws were nothing short of bad. That is probably due to the fact that the thing I feared I might do off of watching those tutorials happened.
45-degree angle.
I knew I shouldn't follow that guy's videos to a T, but I also wanted my score to go up, so I ended up doing that.
I think the movement I did was very much influenced by how I throw it in Wii bowling. I launched it up in the air.
Although, after I managed to shake off that muscle memory, things quickly improved.
Can somebody spare me a spare?
So I try to figure out what was going on through my head at the time, and it is tough to explain. I've never felt like this before. I guess the best way to put it is that things felt flatter. My depth of field was a bit like odd, but only when it came to like bowling pins. When I was looking at them, it wasn't as if they were far away from me at the other end of the room. It was like everything was flat. They were as far away from me as that monitor in my room. I swear to God, I felt the effects of the past week.
Call me Mr. Who's the Boss. Dude, I think it is making me better at bowling.
2 strikes, that's a double, baby. I've learned that from Wii bowling.
I think Wii bowling's made you good at bowling.
Maybe. It feels right. I can't even.
I famously usually do 2 good throws back to back, and then I fall straight down onto my face and I break my teeth. But Wii bowling taught me that I can grow from that I am not tied to my old way.
Me. Yeah, that doesn't count.
God, this was just a warm-up game. Game 2, baby. I can do this.
Other fucking shit.
I got 3 spares in game 2. Now, if you don't know how it works with spares, after you get one in the previous round, in your current round, the points that you get in your first throw double. So it's very important that you do well in that first throw after a spare.
There was a point in which I had the spirit of Wii bowling with me, and then I lost it. squandering these spares on a one. This cowboy's not got it anymore. I'm booking another game.
He's so in denial.
I'm booking
that he
another
hasn't
game.
got better at Wii.
Wii bowling's gonna make me good at bowling. I'm booking another game.
Doing a third game after I said I can only do 2 could be considered cheating by some, because it is. But I just wanted to do this.
So after thinking about it, I know what was the problem. I had no beer. Yeah. Can I have a beer? It's something, I'm just warming up. I didn't have enough beer yet. Father. I didn't have enough beer yet.
I have a feeling you haven't had enough beer.
I haven't had enough beer yet.
Control, man!
I don't even give a f anymore.
Sabotage.
It's been sabotaged. It's been sabotaged, Seamus.
You don't take it
I didn't even get it close. I don't even give a f about the rules. What?
Spent a week getting me a bowling.
I shouldn't have. I clearly shouldn't have.